So we're in Chicago, Illinois, and CM Punk is in the house with his bionic arm because he has the little tricep. Well, not little, but he has the tricep injury. And Cody's advertised to do something, and they don't make us wait at all for that because he is immediately headed to the ring. And Cody says that he could say nothing. The time for talking is over, and all that's left is action. Cody addresses Roman, calling him a politician that makes promises he can't keep. He says that's bullshit because he keeps his promises. By the way, the crowd is not pro-Roman at all. Like, they're booing, and then Cody's encouraging them to boo. Like, every time he says Roman, they go, Roman, brr.
Chicagoans.
And Cody brings up all the things he does to buy the fans' affection, like paying for bachelor parties. And then,
Yeah, that was weird. I mean,
yeah, right?
Good on him for doing it, but it's weird. Is he saying he did do this stuff? Like the Bachelor?
Yeah.
Okay. That was weird.
Yeah, there's a dude that held a sign that said, Cody, will you be my best man? And he accepted.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess he's paying for some other person's WrestleMania trip.
Some wrestling school or something like that.
Oh, I thought it was WrestleMania. Well, either way, he's paying for their shit. He's buying their love. Because I bet they would be Bobby Lashley fans if he bought their shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Just being a good baby face.
I guess. Can't you just do it? Why do you have to say it?
Well, now you're getting into like people who donate to charity and stuff. You had to go and say you did it too. You couldn't just do it.
So yeah, so all that to say Cody pays for bachelor parties. And Cody says Roman spreads this rumor that Cody's desperate. Cody walks and dresses like a champion because the champion isn't here. And I gotta, Cody says he's been sucking Roman's dick since the angle started, but he hasn't forgotten last year. And while he respects Roman, he hates his guts. He says, Roman, it's okay that you hate me too. I mean, it is because of me that you and your cousin can't have a wank fest. And then Cody says it's his fault. He won the Rumble twice. He asked the fans to ride with him one more time to WrestleMania 40 because he learned from those two experiences that he can't do it without them. And then he asked the fans to point to the sign with him. And then Cody says the only thing left to do is win. Then all of a sudden, if you smell, and Rock comes out.
Unadvertised and all.
Unadvertised. And the dumb fuck fans who were booing the Bloodline and Roman and all of that shit and cheering for Cody, they lose their minds because they're idiots. And God, Cody needs to eat like more protein. He looked like a little kid.
Well, they all do.
They do. Even Roman. Roman looks like The Rock's youngest brother. Like the youngest of 8.
Well, our favorite Mark podcast claims that The Rock is on steroids or something.
Probably.
So
I don't care about that. That means Cody needs to get on some fucking steroids too. Shit.
Even though that's been banned since the 80s, but that's what they're claiming. That's why he's so much bigger than everybody.
I would be embarrassed, wouldn't you?
If I had Cody's body, I'd be okay with that.
Okay. I'm just saying, if I'm marketing a clash between two individuals and I have somebody that looks like The Rock and I have somebody that looks like my entire roster, except for Gunther, I'd be a little worried. So the crowd chanted, holy shit. And I kind of wish they would do something other than just silence that because it sounds really awkward. It's distracting. Just a personal thing. Like
it's not personal. It's annoying. It's like, holy beep. Or they don't even beep. It's just holy.
Holy. And it's, I don't know. Pipe in other crowd noise or some shit. Well, pipe in Rocky or, Cody. Pipe in something.
I mean, it's USA. I've heard worse on USA.
They're probably trying to set an example too, because AEW, from what I understand, they allow a lot of cursing.
Yes, they do.
So they're probably trying to show how the professionals are supposed to be doing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I get it if it happened on SmackDown because it's cable TV, but
yeah, I just think that they could pipe in other crowd noise or something. That's all. So The Rock and Cody stand and stare for a really, really long time. The fans are chanting, this is awesome, and holy shit, Rocky, Cody. So they're standing so long, just staring and doing nothing, that the fans get bored and start chanting CM Punk, who has nothing to do with this.
I don't know if it was Michael or Pat's like, he's here too.
It was probably Pat. So The Rock puts his hands behind his back as a gesture of peace, and then he slowly approaches Cody. And then he leans in and says, "Tonight I'm going to make you," and then it cuts to when he said bleed, because I think they were trying to not make it so obvious. And then he smiles, he leaves, and the fans are disappointed. And Cody just stands there with I don't even know what fucking look that was. He looked like an idiot, though.
He looked like he was concerned about what he just heard.
Okay. He had a look of concern. And then after, some lady tries to find out what The Rock said to Cody, and The Rock says to ask Cody what he told him. So the lady asks Cody, and Cody says it's something he'd rather not repeat, but it's a promise The Rock cannot keep.
Brilliant segment all around. The Rock comes out. He doesn't do the goosebumps thing. For the most part, he's pretty serious. Yeah, he walks in Cody, lets the crowd eat it up. The beautiful thing is, he was getting cheered so heavily. So how do you get them to boo? You don't say a word.
You don't say a word and you just leave.
So he enters getting cheered. He leaves getting Rocky sucks. Yeah, so the internet detectives for me uploaded a clip on Twitter because no one knew what he said. And then they had it one angle so you can read it. And then they put like subtitles. Here I am thinking, well, it's WWE, so we're not going to find out until like next week. Especially after Cody already said, I don't want to repeat it, but he can't keep the promise. It's like, well, tune in next week to find out what he said. But no, maybe we find out tonight. There we go. I brought it back.
I did like the whole whisper thing. Very chilling.
Especially seeing what he told him.
And especially seeing that he's a grizzly bear compared to a Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine. He walks right up to him, looks him dead in the eye and say, I'm going to make you bleed tonight.
Mm-hmm. My problem with that is he told him that, and Cody just stood there and watched. Didn't rebut him, didn't attack him. He just let him say it and walk away.
What's he going to do?
Hey, you going to make me bleed, bitch?
No, you're not.
Get on the microphone. Hey, he wants to make me bleed. I don't know, something. Throw a rock at him.
Well, they were telling a story.
Well, after that, Nakamura did a promo thing, subtitle stuff. And he's jealous that Jey Uso's going to Mania and not him. And then he volunteers to give Jey a win later tonight. And later, Jey Uso shouted something back. And then he was interrupted by Jimmy and Solo. Jimmy said, "No yeet."
Yeah, sad thing about Nakamura, too. Like, as soon as I saw him sitting down talking, I'm like, shut up, Nakamura. You know you're not winning.
Right.
Unfortunately, that's what the booking has done to you. Is like, shut up.
Yeah, WWE's not signing Okada, so they don't have any use for you anymore.
Yeah, we lost him.
You didn't get him over here.
Yeah, you had one
failed.
job and you failed.
Shut up, eat your sushi, and look up the goddamn lights. Well, Jey did beat Nakamura. Solo and Jimmy came out, but Cody and Seth neutralized him. Seth got future shocked on the floor by McIntyre. But the important thing is Cody and Jimmy fight their way through the back to the exit. Cody kicks Jimmy out of the building. Solo comes and he gets his ass whooped too. And then The Rock blindsides Cody. And then what proceeds is 6 minutes and 36 seconds of a man humbling another man. Because The Rock just beat the piss out of Cody. He's throwing trash cans at him, slapping him, hitting him, kicking him. My favorite part is there's a toolbox that he just sees. And he takes the toolbox and he just turns the shit over onto Cody. And The Rock takes the heavy toolbox and just throws it on the concrete instead of Cody. And then The Rock calls the fans pieces of shit for complaining about him not saying anything earlier. And he said something about Mama Rhodes that was censored. Or he talked shit in the camera about how it didn't have to be this way, but Cody had to come into the picture. Rock says the prophecy came true. Cody's forehead is gushing with blood. I couldn't tell if it was fake or not at first. I'm pretty sure it was real. Because, they do the fake blood now.
Who?
WWE.
Well, fake blood?
Yeah, last time I saw them do a blood angle, Roman had fake blood capsules.
Oh. Last time I saw him do a blood angle, it was Finn Balor in a Hell in a Cell match, and they stopped the whole match.
That wasn't a blood angle. He just happened to bleed.
Well, the bigger picture here is they don't do blood angles really a lot.
Right,
So
and
that's why
that's
it
what I'm
was
saying. The last
surprising.
time they did a blood angle, they used fake blood. So I couldn't tell if they used fake blood this time or if it was legit. Although it looked pretty legit. The Rock pulls out a custom weightlifting belt that says Mama Rhodes on it. And then he smears Cody's blood on it. The Rock says Dusty used to talk about hard times, but he knew nothing about hard times. But The Rock's going to learn Cody what hard times is all about. Then Rock says, this is what you get for fucking with the final boss. And then Cody is left lying in a bloody heap. And Rock spits by Cody's face. Like, what if he missed? And then Rock tells Mama Rhodes to look at her son now. And then we find out on SmackDown, after Raw went off air, The Rock continued his assault on Cody by whooping the shit out of him with the weightlifting belt.
Beat the holy hell out of him.
Sure did.
And it was entertaining, awesome, all of it. And when they were outside and the rain's pouring down, they were on a bridge type deal.
Yeah, it was like an underground parking thing.
I was thinking, oh, I hope Cody can swim because he's going in that fucking water.
Oh man, that would have sucked. Because I saw the steam and shit coming from their breath. Like, man, it's got to be cold. And their shirts are off and Rock is sleeveless.
Which is weird because it's like March. Should be like, 60s, 70s there. But it was cold. There was a little moment that happened during this beatdown, which is really tailoring my prediction. So during the beatdown, there was a production truck that was in the back. And the faces on that production truck was Stone Cold Steve Austin and John Cena. Stone Cold is one of Rock's bigger adversaries, and John Cena, he's also one of Rock's bigger rivalries. Also, last time we saw John Cena was him getting his ass beat by Solo, so he has the bloodline tie-in. So I didn't know if it meant anything, because you know how Triple H loves to throw stuff in the background.
He did, but then Bray Wyatt died, and now he doesn't seem to do that so much anymore.
This could be him just trolling the internet because everybody thinks that Stone Cold and John Cena are going to help Cody Rhodes, or it could be a little Easter egg of them telling us, hey, this is what's going to happen at WrestleMania. Stone Cold and John Cena are going to come and help Cody Rhodes, a la the Avengers storyline. I don't know. We're just at an unpredictable moment here.
I like the edge that they're giving. It probably should just be reserved for the main event people. Because you can't have a Maxine Dupree saying fuck and calling the fans pieces of shit.
Well, some people think with how that segment went, now what they're calling it online is the Renaissance era, which is a hybrid of, I don't know. Basically, they think we're like
Attitude Era 2.0.
Yes.
We'll see. The only thing I didn't like was The Rock, his curse words. Like, he was getting into his mark. Like, all right, I gotta say it here. I gotta say fuck here. I gotta call Mama Rhodes a cunt here. I gotta call the crowd pieces of shit right here. It wasn't organic sounding to me.
Okay.
I liked everything about it, though.
Yeah, it was well done, unexpected. Maybe it is like a little bit of a, this is what's happening when we go to Netflix. We're going to have an edgier WWE. If we do, that's great. If we don't, as long as it's sparingly. But I think at that point, once they see that everybody's like so into it, they're going to have to go down that road.
I just wish they would bleed more.
I would like it to actually be called for, not just like the AEW where John Moxley bleeds every week. Or to put it in like a WWE terms, like a Ricochet versus JD McFish. But yeah, well done. If Stone Cold and John Cena does come back, that's going to be quite the moment.
I liked how The Rock kept moving the camera to him.
Yeah, at one point he's like, back up, look at this, get this shot. And then he's, now back up. But yeah, I can just imagine if you see John Cena, then you know Stone Cold's going to come. What I'm imagining is, it'll be bloodline rules. Seth Rollins is going to be down and out. They're going to neutralize Jey Uso. Cody Rhodes is going to be in the middle of the ring getting stomped out. John Cena, he comes out. He's trying to help, and it's 4 against 1, so now he gets neutralized. And they're still stomping out Cody, not going for the pin for some reason. Then all of a sudden, dun, 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 It's Stone Cold. Stone Cold's here. So if you like, we're back in the 90s. But yeah, that was Monday Night Raw.
We're in Montville, Connecticut, and they don't even say the name of the city. They just tell us the arena, which was the Mohegan Sun Arena. And Jimmy, Solo, and Heyman are on site. Paul Heyman had a segment after that, and it's revealed that after the cameras are rolling that Rock whooped on Cody with the Mama Rhodes belt. I did think it was funny that, you know, with the blood and the ass whooping, he kept saying Mama Rhodes. And he had the belt that said Mama Rhodes.
Remember, this all started because Cody cried and said he was going to give the belt to his mom.
Yeah. Well, Heyman said The Rock acted on Roman's orders as the tribal chief. Jimmy said Jay's not making it to WrestleMania by orders of the tribal chief because it's little brother versus little big brother on Raw or SmackDown. And then Solo says he's seeing Jay next week. He's going to miss him, but he's got to take him out by orders of the tribal chief. So it sounds like Roman is calling the shots, even though he's not there.
Let's see if Solo, because remember, he decimated John Cena. And as you've pointed out, he has not won a match since then. So is he going to lose to his big brother too?
Maybe.
See. Hopefully there's interference or something.